Let's get more on this now with our correspondent, James Bays. He's live for us in Tripoli. James, how is the situation looking there as a new day approaches?
Well, let me give you my assessment of the last 24 hours or so. It's still a volatile and fluid situation in the capital city. So it's difficult to give you a good overview because it's quite a hard place to get around because of the checkpoints and because of those flashpoints, because of the fighting that's still taking place. But overall, I think the last 24 hours have been a little bit more peaceful than the previous 24 hours. In most of the city, things seem to be improving. But there are these flashpoints like Abu Salim, where there are Gaddafi loyalists and where they have been opposition forces going in there to try and clear those Gaddafi loyalists. And there have been some heavy gun battles. A few hours ago, with my cameraman Tom, were caught up in one. We had to get out of our car and hide behind the back of the car where there was a very heavy barrage of small arms. So some pockets where things are still extremely dangerous. But overall, I think it is becoming a little bit quieter in the city than it was just 24 hours ago.
You mentioned the gun battles in Abu Salim, James, but what about those reports of airstrikes? Is NATO saying anything about that?
Sammy, as you speak right now, it's very much in the distance, but I can hear the buzz of planes. Now, I suspect the only planes that are flying in the sky right now are NATO aircraft, and we're certainly hearing from time to time these NATO jets. NATO saying nothing about these reports that they've been involved in bombing. I'm sure NATO, whether they're bombing or not, are certainly helping at this stage with information that's going to the rebel side. Why do they not want to say anything about it? I think at this vital stage where they're trying to win over people, the ordinary people in the capital, I think they want this to be seen as a Libyan operation, Libyans liberating Libyan territory. That's the way NATO want it to be perceived, and that's why I think they're saying very little about any of their aerial operations, which are certainly still continuing.
All right, James Bays there, bringing us the latest action from Tripoli.